Welcome back to the Man Cave. I wanted to do a quick follow-up on the interior on this Corvette. Those of you who have been watching the videos previously remember that this used to have a saddle tan interior in it, and we decided when we had the interior out of the car that we'd go ahead and replace the interior with red and black interior. We sent the seats off and had them recovered. I think they came out really nice. I kind of like the way that the red and the black kind of contrast and offset each other just a little bit. A couple of things that we had to do while we were doing this. Since we have the 6-speed transmission in this car, the factory console had to be modified, or let me rephrase that a little bit. The brackets that mounted this console had to be modified, and so I have built new brackets so that we can get the original console back in the car. We are trying to make everything go back and look the way that it did originally. One of the things that needed to happen, the original 4-speed shifter sat off to the side of this transmission, so it was over here on this side, which put the shifter arm coming up through this side. This console originally had a piece that ran across right through the middle of it here, and over here on this side is where the shifter and the boot bolted in place. With the 6-speed transmission, the shifter comes right out of the top of the transmission, which puts this shifting arm right in the center of this console. And so because of that, I needed to cut out this entire area. And then I have built a piece that will go right in here. And then this shifter and boot will bolt up here and have the chrome trim around it. So that's one of the modifications that I did to make this look like it was originally done. The parking brake also needed to be modified. The biggest modification that we had to do on the parking brake was rebuilding the bracket on the transmission cross member, and so we could get the angle going back to the rear axle proper so that this parking brake would work the way that it's supposed to. We have also updated the stereo in this car. This is a digital stereo that has a factory look. One of the things that it has is it has a USB input. And so what I have done is I have modified where the original ashtray went, and I have put the USB inlet port right here so that we can open this up and plug our phone into the stereo. Because the transmission tunnel came up about an inch, we do not have room for the 12-volt power outlet that goes right here. Used to be what they called a cigarette lighter. We don't have room for that, so I need to figure out what I'm going to put as a 12-volt outlet in this section right here, so that we can plug things in. The original heater control unit was an all-manual unit. Since we have put upgraded heating and air conditioning in this car, we have a digital control unit that came as part of the heating and air conditioning. We have also installed Dakota digital gauges in this car, which look as if they are factory original, but they will perform much nicer with the LT platform. Now, This is a new steering column. I am still in the process of getting this column mounted exactly where we want it to be. I wanted to make sure that the steering wheel height and distance from the dash is what we want for the person who is going to be driving this car. And so we have had her come over and sit in the car, and we are working on getting the steering column mounted exactly where it needs to be. I currently have the dome light or interior light out of this car. I am going to replace this light with an LED light, which will be much nicer, much brighter. It will have the factory look. A couple of things that we run into. I'm absolutely shocked. Nobody builds an interior kit for this car. You have to purchase all of the pieces separately, and these pieces do not fit the way that you think that they would. And there's some fit and finish issues in this car that I have been working on, and there's some that I need to continue to work on because I want this car to look the way that it's supposed to look. Thanks for spending a little time with us here in the Man Cave. Appreciate you watching our videos. Please hit the like or subscribe buttons, and also leave comments. I will try and respond to your comments, and leave me ideas for videos, and I will try and make them happen.